Our better question is, what are we not doing? We're endlessly working. So, by the way, today I just spent time with the finance ministers, helping them understand that in order to scale up finance, it's great to hear all the good news, but there are still some roadblocks in the way. I just issued a letter to finance ministers explaining to them a 10-point plan we have to help align public policy frameworks so that some of the inhibitors to action on climate and financing for climate can be removed. Because at the moment, what we see is a lot of good activity, a lot of movement, but still the actual amount of support there is for action on climate is limited. But what's in the way is not just the absence of carbon pricing, there's actually hard work to be done on public policy frameworks. They're just not aligned to support action on climate, even to support action on sustainable development. So we need to work on that. Yeah, but a couple of things first. I think the truth now is that both business and civil society have moved way ahead of government. As I try to explain to government and politicians, in fact I've had a number of meetings while I'm here, what we're doing is we're creating a safe pathway for you to walk down. And part of that pathway is asking you to raise your ambition, because our ambition is very, very high and we want you to live up to the expectations. We don't want the business community and civil society to find that their opportunities to act even more and even do more are actually inhibited by governments failing to act. But we're doing real things. So I said, we have a campaign this year which is Make Action on Climate Change Everyone's Business. One of the challenges put in my way by a number of politicians was that, the only businesses that are interested in this are kind of virtue signalling, they're big businesses, they can afford it. And I said, well, hold on a second, I don't think you understand the scale of ambition. What I'll show you is that I can mobilise business at a local level. So this year at our World Chambers Federation, we actually created a coalition for action, which is called the Chambers Coalition on Climate Change, Chambers Climate Coalition. And that is based on a commitment to 1.5 and net zero. And we actually got 2,200 chambers, which represent 10 million businesses at a local level, to sign up. And they're committed not just to talking well about action on climate change, but they're actually committed to delivering actions that support 1.5 and net zero. And the next thing I'm doing is creating tools to support them in that transition. And so last week, in fact actually 3 days ago, I launched a project in New Delhi which will actually bring together some new mobile technology which can be downloaded onto apps. And the pilot we're running there is to try and help 1 million micro SMEs to actually understand their environmental footprint and work out how to change it. I've done similar things most recently in Paris, where I've launched another pilot which brings together knowledge which can be deployed through the digital platform to SMEs to help them understand their climate footprint, what their GHG is, and things like that, and how they can then go about limiting it. But also help them understand in the context of their industry where they sit. And we find that's a very useful tool to help people change. And we're doing more, and we'll continue to do more, because we don't think business as usual will get us there. It has to be business as unusual now.